What's up, guys? So, the title of this video is going to be a little less talk, a lot more action. So, we're going to give a quick rundown of what we're doing today. Obviously, cars in the box, so on and so forth. Nothing's really changed. We did send our torque converter out to Hughes to have them turn that thing into the billet bolt together and do some work to it. We've been feeling for a little while that the converter is a little tight now with the twins for some reason. With the single, it was a little different. The shift drop was pretty decent, but with the single, we were always continually building boost through the pass. So I wasn't to peak boost till after the shift. So some things were going on there to allow the converter to be a little more loose. Now with the twins, and for some reason we're able to get to our peak boost and hold it, and the shift is wanting to drop. So anyway, we sent our converter out. We're gonna have some work done to it. We got Eric Mann's and Boston George, his backup converter in here. We're gonna use it for today. We've used it in the past, so we kind of know what we're doing with that thing. So we're heading to Marion County Raceway today. MCR's No Prep Series Race 1. Marion is probably top 5, probably number 2 on my favorite tracks. So I-64 down in Kentucky is probably my number 1 favorite track right now, and MCR backs it up. They kind of bounce back and forth between 1 and 2, those 2 tracks. So that's where we're headed today. We're obviously racing big tire, everybody knows that. Should be a good night. The weather is overcast. It's not really pinging on us yet. Hopefully it don't. But I just talked to Wagon Jim. He's actually at the track looking around. The blue sky's coming out, so I think we're going to be all right up there. So yeah, MCR No Prep Series Race 1. We're going to try to give it hell.
Praise Dale.
Praise Dale.
And the Lord.
And the Lord. Lord, more importantly. So that's it, guys. We'll get back to you when we're up there walking around. Try to get a little bit of in-pits talk, just to kind of break up the normal stuff of our videos and show a little bit more action, what we're doing, what changes we're making to the car between rounds, if any, depends on the surface. And we'll keep y'all updated and show you what's going on, y'all.
Dirt.
All right, so as you saw in the video, we lost the second round to Wagon Jim. I mean, it's the wagon. You know what I mean? It makes like
All the horsepower.
It can make all the horsepower. I mean, he's got twice my cubic inches, and he's got a little more weight, but he's also got, literally, he can make 3 times the horsepower I make. So, I mean, that thing is 3,500 horsepower capable. So, now, as you saw in the video, I didn't get beat that bad. Okay, car and a half, not that bad. So something you didn't see was in the pits when we figured out just got this fly just flying all over in here. What you didn't see, we didn't do a very good job videoing between rounds, but there wasn't a whole lot to do between rounds. We didn't change nothing, didn't do anything. Hung out a little bit. We'll do a little bit better job next time around. But so when we realized we were going to race Wagon Jim, I believe there's
2 of them.
Is there 2 of them? Brother and sister or something?
Or cousins.
Give me some chopsticks. I'm going to do it.
Fucking.
I'm going to do Karate Kid and grab that sucker with chopsticks. It's funny I say that because Karate Kid was on Netflix this week. I watched all 3 or 4 of them, however many there is. Anyway.
There he is.
Come on, man. Can't you bother us later? Anyhow, as soon as I start talking, he's going to come flying back over here. Hold on.
Nope.
Oh, no. Up there he is. He's up there. Flying around. He's going to get sucked in. He don't watch out. All right, so once we realized that we pulled Wagon Jim, we went back and made a tune-up change. So by tune-up change, I mean we were going to tell this thing to make 10 more pounds of boost than it's ever had down it with these turbos. So little bit of backup info is everyone knows how fast this car's been because I post the time slips on Facebook, and I really just don't care because you still got to beat it. So with these turbos, the car's been a 495 at it went 140 something. I don't remember what it was, on 28 pounds boost. Okay. Granted, the surface wasn't like that, but we still had about 28. I don't know, probably 23, 24 pounds of boost in it all night. So we were doing okay. We didn't try to get after it real crazy. So anyway, we've been 495 on 28 pounds with these turbos. I told it to make 38 pounds boost. So it was going to gain a substantial amount of horsepower, and I was going to hope that it stuck. So after the pass, I mean, the burnout sounded real good, sounded real strong. Because in the burnout, this thing's going to make the same boost as it makes one on the racetrack. If I want it to, it's only a burnout. I don't really care. Ain't no big deal. So we get rolling down through there. It feels pretty good, but in the back of my head, I'm like, man, this thing just feels like it really ain't going nowhere. Don't feel any different. Didn't sound any different. Sounded a little stronger, but it just didn't feel like it was going nowhere out the big end. So I get back, I pull some data, and this thing gets to 28 pounds. Oh, I'll do it the correct way. Gets to 28 pounds and just goes. Until I let off. Now I can see that because I've got fuel injection and I got data logging, and I can see all that neat stuff.
Weird.
So, because who would want to be able to see all that? I mean, who would want to
just not see any of it?
Not see any of it. But getting off subject here. That's something else coming around the dot there. Anyway, so I'm like, man, what the heck is going on? So we only made 28 pounds of boost. And I was certain that we didn't have any exhaust leaks or anything like that because it was coming up on boost right. I think I just ate that fly. I'm not real sure. So anyway, we get her. I was sure we didn't have any exhaust leaks. You know, everything. We tighten these clamps on the turbo kit after every pass, just to make sure we don't have any exhaust leaks because of how temperamental these turbos are with exhaust leaks. At least I thought. So after we decided that it was only making 28 and it should make 38. Now this motor's had 40 down it with the single turbo. So we know something, you know, nothing goofy is really going on, and it's had 36 pounds down it with the new cam. So I knew it wasn't a cam issue or anything goofy. So anyway, we get back, and I'm thinking, man, we've got to find a boost leak. It's got to be a boost leak somewhere. It's the only thing that made sense. So Jeff Green from CIA is letting us borrow a smoke machine, and even though I think we found what the issue is, we're still going to smoke it and see if we got any more boost leaks anywhere. Bill and Billy, SRC, obviously everyone that's going to watch this has probably seen their video about their blow-off valves slamming open and not slamming back closed. Now, the reason that probably is because this little spring here supposedly got weak, but I think they may have cut it down to help them open. You saw in their video how they just took it and, you know, pushed the plunger open and closed, and everything open and closed were good. Well, this is a really strong spring, so I knew it wasn't something that it wasn't closed. But I took the air hose and started blowing in my hoses here, just like they did. And the first one I checked was the back one here. That's the one that's taken apart, as you can see. And I heard air flowing out of that sucker, like I was just holding the freaking air hose wide open. I went to the next one, nice and quiet. I've actually got a video that we might add into this, let you hear that. So I'm thinking, okay, I got a boost leak in there. So I pull it out, I pull it all apart, and I'm like, man, I don't see. I'm looking in here, I see nothing. There was just nothing in here. Nothing was torn. I'm like, man, there ain't no way. I even looked around here. I'm like, man, there ain't nothing torn. Everything looks good. Then all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this mole hole. Look at that mountain mole hole there. So this, I assume, is why it would make, because it was weird, because when I'd first push on it, I wouldn't hear much, and I'd give it some more pressure, and you'd hear it real good. So I'm assuming why this is why I'd let it make 28, but no more, because like rubber does, rubber stretches. So the more pressure I added, the bigger the hole got. So we're assuming this is it. I called up my guy, Cole, dealer for VS Racing. Literally, as soon as I found this, thankfully he works night shift, so I was able to message him in the middle of the night. He got me 2 brand new VS Racing 50mm gates on the way. They may not be here by the weekend, just in case we sneak out somewhere, go racing this weekend. So worst case scenario, we'll just cap off the one, since I have 2, and we'll run just the one. What, did I say wastegates? Mm-hmm. Blow-off valves. Blow-off valves. Well, so I got 2 brand new 50mm blow-off valves on the way. Like I said, we'll cap one off, the other one will come up. We'll run the one. That's pretty much it. So I'm not saying that I could have won if I'd have been on 38 pounds, but I promise, if it would have took the 38 pounds and it would have stuck it,
we've been biting on some heels.
Somebody would have been nervous. I might have even been nervous. It probably been one of them hair raising, looking back and forth things, like who's out in front, who's out in front. So that's pretty much where we're at. We're gonna fix this boost leak, and we're gonna see if it'll make more than 28 pounds. Now this thing has made more than 28. Me and Alex have gone out and rolled into this thing on big boost with these twins on the street before.
Mexico.
In Mexico down the street. And it made more than 28 pounds, and it was rolling. But also during that little roll, the car did something funny. It kind of wanted to lay over something goofy, and it didn't show anything in the data. I have to pull it up again, but I think it might have dropped some boost or something. But I thought that's maybe from when I pedaled it. But I think that is when this hole happened. Because ever since I've had these, we've never tried to make more than 28 pounds with it until recently. Never needed to. So that's where we're at. So we lost second round to Wagon Jim. He's got our number, boy, but see this short sleeve right here? Well, we got something up it. We're gonna try some things. Anyway, that's where we're at. This weekend, we might sneak off to a little hillbilly hole where, you know, the shutdown is just
Like the son of beast.
like the son of the beast, you know what I mean?
It's like,
What I'm getting at is KD Dragway. So, Midnight Madness, we might make an appearance. Haven't been there since last year. We might shake things up a bit. So I'll quit talking your ear off. I know we said we weren't going to talk much, but I wanted to update everybody on what's going on with the car. And that is it.